Oh, I have light here. Oh, I don't have light. Oh man, I don't have light here. I have to go find a light place. Okay. Okay, yeah. It's light here. Okay. So much light. How much light on it? Okay. Okay. So, hi everyone. So I still want to talk about the test plan or the blueprint. Okay. So let's go into this one. This blueprint. Let's go into this one. Okay. So the one I want to go into the next step because the last time I talked about infection control and maintenance, and this one it talks about psychosocial integrity. So it says that so everything it will give you this bullet point what would be talk about from psychosocial integrity. It says it assess client for abuse and neglect and intervene, manage and support clients with emotional or behavioral issues, assess clients' ability to cope with life changes and provide support, assist client to cope, adapt to stressful events and changes in health status. Okay, so oh, where is it? It's okay. Okay, so I was on the psychosocial uh, part of the test plan. So I'm gonna go back there again and put it back up. Where is it? So I already listed what is on a psychosocial integrity, and it will tell you everything that is there. Like um, one that is say incorporate the use of indigenous health knowledge and practices when planning and providing care to indigenous clients. So that is on psychosocial integrity, okay? And then when you come down from there, it gives you little notes. Something, for example, grief and loss, provide care for client experiencing grief or loss, and then they put a little summary of things they want you to know. Support the client in the anticipatory grieving, inform the client of expected reactions to grief and loss, for example, denial or fear, right? That is psychosocial integrity. And then you will go down the list. It has everything that you need to know to study. So it will talk about sensory or perceptual alterations, stress management. It will give you the bullet points on that for you to look at for yourself too. And then when you come down, it gives you another sample item where it says, a nurse's planning care for the client with moderate Alzheimer's disease who is experiencing difficulty meeting basic physiologic needs for which of the following interventions should the nurse include in the client's plan of care? And so this other question, it says select all that apply. Because with this kind of questions, I like for you guys to look at this because you will see how they frame the question. Okay, because their questions don't have no scenario anymore, so it's just like a straight question. So if you're going through this and reading this the sample questions, that would be beneficial to you also. And so it says select all that apply, and it has three questions within this five, I mean three answers within the five answers provided. The number one say monitor the client's food and fluid intake, and the second one say offer the client finger food that can be taken away from the table. And the third answer is minimize the client's exposure to noise and distraction at mealtime. Okay. And then when you come down from that sample questions, it talks about basic care and comfort. So it has some bullet points on a basic care and comfort where you will see they say educate and assist client to compensate for a physical or sensory impairment. Example they gave assistive devices, positioning, compensatory techniques. Okay. And the next bullet point say assess client elimination and intervene. And the third one say apply, maintain, or remove orthopedic devices, okay, like the traction, spleen, and braces. Perform skin assessment and or implement measures to maintain skin integrity. So basic comfort and care, they have the bullet point that just give you the idea. So if you're saying that, oh, I don't know what this means, but when you read the test plan, it gives you explanation. It's almost they have this little note in there for you, so they can freshen your mind with that and say, oh, so okay, that's why I meant, because probably you did it in nursing school, they or on a different name, but now you kind of maybe it come to mind, oh, that was basic care and comfort. And now they have everything that you need to know. So it can make it very easy for you to study. And all of these are on your word. And then when you come down from there, and then it will give you a sample questions. I will read the sample questions. Say, the nurse is teaching your client about reporting and relieving pain. Which of the following information should the nurse include? Select all that apply. And people will select all that apply. You have to read the questions to be able to understand the questions to select all that apply to that question. So the answers on there will be five options that are there, but you should be able to select all the answers that apply to this question. So now you see in the option, it said it has two answers within the five options they give. It says that you will ask regularly if you have pain and to rate your pain by using a pain scale. Okay. And the second one says you should report when you are having pain so that I will know when you are uncomfortable, right? So this is the answer. Only two answers within the five options they gave for all that apply questions. So that's why you have to read carefully. Then you read through your options. Don't think it's there, you just start clicking. You have to pause, read the question again. If it's not getting it to you or you're not understanding it, go back and read the questions again and make sure you got 4 hours to do the exam. Go back again and read the question. This time the exam is not like you have to do all the 45 questions and then the time, maybe you finish it. This thing, when you are having correct answer, the computer can stop at any number. So you just take your time, make sure, because you want to make sure to get a lot of correct answers. So you just pause, go back to the question, read the question again, come back to the option and start looking at the option. And then you will see what all apply to that particular question they're asking you to be able to give your answers. And then when you come below that, it has pharmacology and parental uh, therapies. So this is where you do your calculations, like medication too. But one thing, no, pharmacology, sorry, pharmacology. So under pharmacology, they have a lot of bullet points there. It says that administer blood products and evaluate client response to medication, perform calculation needed for medication administration, educate clients about medication, prepare and administer medication using the rights of medication administration. So now on pharmacology and parental therapies, they put everything to refresh your mind. Maybe you let nurses scream, forget a song, but now in the test plan, they refreshing your mind on what all you did on this chapter or on this topic, okay? And then you just go through, take your time and read and read. It got a little note there for you. Keep reading, and you read all of these things, and then they will give you an example at the end of your reading, okay? Um, with this, the particular one example they gave, it did not come in the test. They only have like calculation for tablets, okay? So they didn't have calculation for um, uh, drop factor or the other calculation you do when it comes to medical math and things like that. So this example item say the nurse were caring for the client who has an order of 0.2% of sodium chloride, normal saline, with 5% of detrol in water, 1 liter IV to be infused over 3 hours. The nurse has tubing with a drop factor of 10 available. How many GTT per minute should the client receive? Recall your answer using the whole number. Well, this one I didn't have it, but I don't know. Maybe other people have that. Came across the kind of, but I don't. Everybody that asked, they all the TAPS calculation. Okay, so the answer here is at 56 GTT per minute. And then you come down, the next one talks about reduction of potentials, okay, which is you assess and respond to the changes or trends in the client vital signs. You perform diagnostic testing, bladder scanning, oxygen saturation, glucose monitoring, and intervene, monitor the result of diagnostic tests and intervene, obtain specimen other than blood for diagnostic testing, wounds, stool, and urine. So this part here, it talks about reduction of risk potential. So it lists everything under it so you can know, my friends. It just make it easy for you, you know. So so every time I'm talking about this, it just makes me excited because I know there are people out there that really, really want to know this. They really want to do it. But sometimes, you know, you need to put in the time. And putting in the time means that whatsoever resources you have before you or you got, you got to go through them, read them, go through that, excuse me, go through the um, test plan and read everything you see in that test plan. Like, I mean, literally reading every topic. Okay, read it, and they got this bullet point on those topic. It will help you because it's kind of like a summary, or they have little note there for you to read also. So you don't give up on that and like, oh man, this test plan is too long for me to look at. Yes, sister and my brothers up there out there, you just have to look at it because you're doing the test. I have to say your life depends on it. And if you start giving up like that and like, oh, they teach too much. So now, if you're someone in that desperate state, okay, you're so desperate, okay, that you really, really want to pass the test, you will not complain about something being long because you will be so curious that you want to go through this thing and just look and read and keep reading and just everything you can get your hands on to read and give you more knowledge to prepare you more so that when you get there and sit behind that computer, you are well prepared to take that test and make a pass. And that's why I just encourage you people out there to read and read and read. So when you're reading your test plan thing, don't give up. Read. Go after that. Read it. Take the little notes that they're into consideration. Read every bullet point that they and then they got summary of this little note on these bullet points they gave you. They also expand on that, so which means you gotta go and read that and everything on each other like that, and you read it and you're like, okay. And then when you read that, and then you go to your U word, you go and do these questions. It help you a lot because you're taking a lot in, which is good. Because uh, for me, I was just taking it in until when I sleeping. That how much I studied that when I'm sleeping, I can just see the words serious thing like the things I was reading, the questions I was doing, the answers. I would see the questions like it would just be rotating on my because when I close my eyes, that's how I can be imagining seeing it. And I would see the answers to each question oh my goodness. And I would just see that and I just felt that my head was full. I said, I'm ready. I'm not doing it no more. So by the time I was 2.5 months into my study, I said, I'm ready. I'm done. I'm ready now to take my test because I could see the questions in my head. I could see everything in my head. Now it's not like it was just fill my head will fill with with the study material. So that's how it should be for you, where you can say, "Oh my goodness, no more space. I'm full with it now. I'm full with these things. I'm well prepared. I'm ready to go take my test." And then you can go with that confidence. And one thing, when you have that confidence, it can be so like make sure you're confident is way above your fear because that's how you conquer things, my people. Don't even let the fear and your confidence be on the same level. No way. Don't allow it. Always make your confidence or your faith very, very higher than fear. Let fear be subordinate to it because your confidence is way here and fear way down under your feet. Fear can come close to how much you feel, the way you feel good about yourself, and the confidence you have to get in there and do well with your test. Fear will not have nothing near you. I'm telling you, fear will run from you because you're not giving fear any space into your mind right now because they are all filled. You got your confidence, you got your faith, you believing that you studied well and you're going to pass the test. And it should remain up there. Don't let it drop down. Because once it drop down, you start feeling disappointed, and the next thing doubt start walking in, and the next thing you know, everything lost in your mind. Like, I don't know what to do right now. Okay, so your confidence should be so pumped that you like way here. Fear is way down there because fear will always try to creep and claim in, but you don't give it space because every space in your mind, every space in your head is filled with what you study, and it's on top of that. Plus, that your confidence build it up well for you. So, I just want to encourage you that reading is not something to be lazy about, but it is to put more effort in it. Even you don't need to read all in one day time, all in 1 hour. You can split between time you have for yourself and you're available, and you go through that, and you go do your questions on you, or you go do your question with recipe, and you go reference in your book, but don't play lazy. That's my part. Do not play lazy. Continue to encourage yourself and, move really, really, uh, not fast, not slow, but at a space where it will be building all your confidence as you go through your day-to-day study. Okay, so I wish you all the best. Subscribe to my channel and and y'all have a good day. I just a messenger and just giving these educational tips. Share my video with your friends just to encourage you and build you up and make you to build up your confidence that you can make it, you can pass that test. When you sit behind a computer, you just click your way up. By the time you look that computer stuff, it means you pass 100%. And that's what I love. I love to hear the good news that I passed. So steady, I have to say your life depends on what you are doing right now, preparing for your future. Telling your friends, because when you do, you will enjoy the fruit of what you are doing today. Okay, God bless you all and have a good day. Bye bye now. Whew. Worse. Uh oh. Sorry. Okay. I'm trying to turn it